Hey there, friends. How are you? Hope you're doing well. As you'll see, this is a little bit of a different vibe than we normally have here on the YouTube channel, and that is intentional. One of the goals that I set for myself in 2026 was to focus more intently and intentionally on building community, on leaning into community, on participating in community, nurturing and cultivating community. And one of the ways that I am approaching that intention and that goal is by an attempt to create more personal content. And when I say personal content, I mean, one, bring more of myself into the work that I do, and also to just sort of create content that is more responsive to all of you who are here hanging out with it. As well as developing a more personal vibe to it, so that it is less me being educator person, on the internet, more like us talking. And so that is what I'm trying out here on the YouTube channel. So this video is going to be about something personal because that is what folks are interested in. A while back, I shared a post in the community posts that solicited suggestions from people out in YouTube land on what kind of content you'd like to see. What are things you'd like to see? And somebody wrote in that what they really wanted to hear was a discussion about how hard relationships are when you're ace and arrow, how hard they are to form, how hard they are to keep. And in their experience, not just hard to do that with allo people, but also just hard to develop in-person ace and arrow relationships and friendships and connections. And that community is just hard to build. And, their comment came from clearly a frustration of that lack of connection, that kind of connection in their life. And it's one that I understand. I get it. That comment made me reflect on my own content and realizing to a degree that I probably don't talk about that enough. My first response was, yeah, I do, but I do say that relationships are hard. I do say that it's challenging. But I also recognize that I do very much forward a more positive approach and a more positive attitude. I forward the idea that, yes, they're hard, but we can still ask for what we want. But we still can aspire to the kinds of relationships we dream about. But we still have a right to be in these kind of relationships and ask for things and ask for them. I really forward that. And that is, of course, intentional. I want my education work to be both educational and aspirational and inspirational. But I recognize that potentially I don't say enough about the hard stuff. And so that's what I want to talk about. I want to talk about the hard stuff and why it's hard. So when I think about why it's so difficult for us to build ace and arrow relationships, both with allo people and also with other ace and arrow people, why is it so hard? I always come back to the fact that we live in a world that was specifically designed to make things hard for us, right? We were thrust into a world that is designed for people who don't think, feel, and form connections the way we do. It wasn't designed to imagine us, and it wasn't designed to imagine our possibilities. So it not only is hard for us to imagine outside possibilities, it's also hard for everybody else to imagine them too. We all grew up in a world that didn't include ace and arrow possibilities in them. So yeah, it's a struggle for us to break out of that for ourselves. And it's a struggle for allo people too, because us as a possibility has just never been mentioned in their world. It's never been included. So we are coming at relationships from a very distinct disadvantage that we're saying, there are these other things that I would like to exist in the world. There are these other relationships. There are these other ways of connecting. There are these other ways of being with people that I am imagining and I would like. And I know you've never thought about it that way before, or you've been made to think about these relationships in a negative way. You've been made to think about friendships as not being that important, or you've been made to think about platonic relationships as not real. You've been made to think about relationships that don't have sex or romance in them as like fake or fictions. So I get it. It's hard for you to imagine them too. That's the situation we are living in. And like that is at the core of why this is so hard. It makes me think about my own history with relationships and my own challenges, and not just the challenges I had in relationships before I came out as ace, but also the challenges that arose even once I understood myself and loved myself for being ace. There were still really difficult things that existed in the relationships I had. Before I came out as ace, I struggled in all of my relationships. I struggled in my romantic relationships because I just couldn't exist in them as a sexual person in a way that my partners expected or wanted. I was always feeling like I was a disappointment. I was always feeling like I was trying to catch up in relationships, or trying to I just needed to grow up. I just needed to get with the program. And very honestly, that didn't really change once I came out as ace and once I understood myself. Those same problems still existed because I didn't stop living in an allonormative and a mononormative world, right? I still, to this day, in my relationships, which have been very successful and have lasted a long time, I still struggle with feeling like I don't belong in them. I'm not enough in them, and that I'm behind. I am inadequate in my relationships. I still feel all of those things because the world hasn't stopped reminding me that it's built for a different kind of person. I also recognize that it has made friendships really hard for me too. So in my life, I've had some incredible friendships, and they have been strained in a number of situations by the fact that I wanted to invest more of myself in them than the other person, or I wanted to place this friendship in a higher place of priority than they wanted to. And so it would cause friendships to build distance in them. It would cause friendships to end. I have one particular friendship that was and is still incredibly meaningful to me, that I certainly recognize that I was pushing the boundaries of that friendship for my friend a lot. I was pushing what priority it took. I was pushing what kind of emotion I was investing in that relationship. And the way I was pushing was sort of making my friend kind of uncomfortable sometimes. And when our lives diverged in a way that made our closeness and connection less viable, and we couldn't be friends in the same way, it caused a period of time where we hardly spoke to each other. And this person is my best friend. And so even for me, friendships were made more challenging by how difficult relationships are for ace and arrow people. So this is not going to be a video where I'm offering a bunch of answers to you for here's how you fix that. And I really want to just sort of sit with the reality that it's hard and allow that to be the thing that is said here. I don't want to counter that with a but, because I do that enough in other places. So here we're just going to sit with the discomfort of how challenging this can be, and how much it sucks for relationships to be so hard for us, and to just sit with how much it sucks that we are not afforded the resources and we're not afforded the space as ace and arrow people to build even intra-community connections that support us, because the world just can't manage that. Instead, I want to just offer a reminder that while we don't have a choice in how hard things are for us, what we do have a choice in is how we think about it and respond to it. Regardless of how hard things are, we always need to sit in our power and remember that what we can control in the situation is how we think and feel about it. It's not an answer, right? That's not like a here, go do this. Just remember, you can control how you think about it. You can work on bringing new thoughts to the table. You don't have to believe what the world says about ace and arrow relationships or ace and arrow possibilities. You don't have to buy it. You don't. You can do with that what you will. Understand that it's a thing I say, and like, do I practice that? I do my best. I try. I certainly try. I do my best in my relationships to not let it get me down. Does it get me down? Yeah, sometimes a lot. Sometimes so much that I got to go get a therapist to work it out. So yeah, it's a hard thing to do. It's a hard thing to live in, and it's a hard thing to get to the other side of in whatever form you're hoping to get to the other side of it. But you do have that choice. You have control of that one thing, how you are going to position yourself in relation to the challenges that allonormativity and amatonormativity present to us in the world. I hope that you enjoyed this different vibe. Let me know in the comments if you enjoyed this this sort of different approach to talking with you about ace and arrow stuff. And let me know how you think and feel about how hard relationships are. Let me know. Let's engage in the comments and support each other. As always, my friends, I am enormously glad that you are here supporting the channel, and I'm just glad you're here.